Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Matt Resolves and this is Feln Tempo. So I thought I'd revisit this strategy. Now I've got a few more toys in the In Cold Blood and the Rip Knife Assassin. These do a couple of different things for the deck. The In Cold Blood basically gets to sit in place of the 4-cost removal slot, which was either Death Strike or Feeding Time before, as well as having some additional utility against Justice units. Because Justice does have the problem, well, the free drop problem, this is very likely to be able to, if we hit a free drop with it, it's very likely we are able to take a copy from the opponent's hand as well. Or at least our opponent has to think about this. So if they've got like 2 Unseen Commandos in hand, they're going to have to really consider whether they want to play the first one to get them both in cold-blooded, as that is quite a crushing blow. Also got the Rip Knife Assassin, as the Deadly is pretty good, as we are able to leave this back while we're getting with our flyers later on in the game, but also quite early it's able to get the Warcries, which are going to be won pretty well by Rindra and the Black Sky Hamager, as anything that makes these a little bit bigger just allows the races to be a little bit more one-sided, especially when we combine that Warcry with the lifesteals. Got a bunch of interaction. We've got the proactive, like the Sabotage, but we've also got the ones that we can sit back on, like Backlash. I've selected Backlash over Unsealed just because the sort of the chip damage that we're going to be getting from the Nightfall is going to be really complemented by this. And if people want to be playing Harsh Rule, then we want to sort of be sitting back on the Backlash. Just make sure that after we've stripped it from the hand with Sabotage, that they aren't able to get another copy and get it done. Okay, so this is one of the more enjoyable archetypes. Just run it through the ladder and see what we get to. Okay, so we do really need to find an undepleted power, but at least can play the Edge Point Instigator. We've got a nice bit of interaction here with the Permafrost and the Backlash, so I think we'll actually keep it. If we just find a Primal Source here, or just any undepleted sigil. Okay, so we found the Primal Source because we just called it. I think we're going to lead with the Rip Knife Assassin. Just get these Warcries going as soon as possible, and also I've probably got a torch for this, I'd rather used it here. I think we'll just Permafrost here.
A single shot is all it takes.
Plot the escape, just get these Warcries rolling. Then next time we get to hold up the Backlash. Though the only removal our opponent's really going to be able to have here is... Okay, well, this is also quite quick. We've got a 6/6 Rindra, so I think we'll attack in here. Just keep these Warcries rolling. I should perhaps have just got everything Instigator as well, but just want to at least be able to trade with this if this gets vanquished. Okay, well, this is nice. Get a huge Mirror's Nightshade out of the deal.
Touch of shadow.
I get to keep rolling in there with these Warcries.
Just a touch of poison.
Now, unfortunately, I've not had an opportunity to really keep this Backlash up yet. But with the lack of selection our opponent's got. Okay, so the Inquisitor's Blade's actually really good here. We sort of need something to answer this. It looks like the 6/6 Impending Doom might be it. But we're not in a terrible position to be racing here. I would have liked an additional power here, so we'll be able to at least sort of protect the Impending Doom with a Backlash up.
Embrace the shadow.
Trust in your skills.
So I was going to get for a nice life gain of 7 here. But I think it's a worthwhile trade. I think this is actually fine. I think you just want to keep deploying to the board here, get this Midnight Gale down. now we can actually protect something with the backlash. So if our opponent tries to attack in here and like use a Fire Style, oh no, this is actually just the worst because they've got the Rune Hammer. But we're just going to keep chunking in the head for damage. I'll just play the Hammer Drop, get to gain us 3 lives. I've got 2 damage in the sink here just with the Mirror's Nightshade alone. And they do get to gain 7 here. So I think I'm just going to let this through. Now I need to just consider my options. I think we can actually do it here just with the Annihilate. There we go, chalk one up for the team. Okay, we've got multiples of my favourite card in the deck, but sadly it is a redraw here. This is much nicer. We can also just get turn this monument into an actual threat as well, which is pretty cool. I think I'm just going to crest off first. And I think we will take the additional power here, just because it will let us play the Instigator on the next turn. So we could also Sabotage first, but that slows us down having a threat. And then next turn should be in actual great shape, because we do have the Backlash and Sabotage, so this could be a torch, and that's what it looks like what it is. But if you're running against the Skycrypt deck, then perhaps the Sabotage and Backlash are going to be still quite good for us. Strange Shadow plus an Annihilate. Let's go play around the Strange Shadow, but we could also just take it. And I think that's actually what we're going to do here. Let's leave our opponent with no spells. I was like straight Felnscar with like a Statue Maiden, then could be in a little bit of trouble here. But let's get this Waystone down, the Pending Doom, just to get the beats on. They get 2 draws there, so they've got a good opportunity to actually have something to deal with this.
This night will be your last.
But it looks like we'll just in cold blood this, just to get rid of this copy. And chunk in there for 5. So our opponent could be in a pretty sweet free faction, well, Felnscar control mid-range deck. Not sure about the Strange Shadow and the Rindras. Okay, so it's a Manacles deck. Well, the Backlash wasn't saving us from that anyway. I don't want to play this Champion of Cunning yet. I thought we'll just play the Midnight Gale and just hold up this Backlash. And Manacles is going to be quite good here, but I think we're just going to be able to really outrace it, especially when we get this Midnight Gale going.
This night will be your last.
And it looks like it must be a Nightfall Manacle sort of control mid-range deck here. So I need to think here. Maybe we're actually just keeping the Impending Doom back here just to get blocking. But also, if our opponent has a removal spell, then we're in pretty gross shape. So we'll just lead here, just get the shadow side of Champion of Cunning. And then the damage has already been done, so we'll trade here, and then we've just got 2 lethal attackers. And with this Nightfall then, we've also got a lethal Backlash in hand. But our opponent's Wisdom of the Elder, so that's a good sign for us here. But they do get to go up to 8 here.
You'll stay forever.
Yep, so I suppose go to 8. And I believe I already played a power this turn, so there's not much to be doing here. Okay, got a pretty nice hand here. Just get a Midnight Gale into a Rindra. I think the only thing we're missing here actually is a Primal Sar, so this could be a little bit rough. Actually, I think we'll redraw because being unable to cast the Rindra and the Midnight Gale would be pretty gross for us. We still need Influence here, but at least we've got the Rub Knife Assassin as well as a Permafrost. And I don't think we actually are going to Permafrost this. If our opponent plays like a huge, like deadly threat, then perhaps we will do.
A single shot is all it takes. Send a message.
But for now, at least we can sort of hold this one back. And if our opponent was to spend the turn on the Agitator Gate, that's fine, because we'll just Permafrost it next turn. And Rats, the Hideout Pistol is pretty gross here. This is us taking 6 and with no threat in play. I suppose it would be Crest of Cunning here. And Amethyst Waystone is not quite what we're looking for, but we'll Permafrost this. Now if our opponent plays another big threat, I guess we'll in Cold Blood, but I'm pretty much just going to try and develop this Midnight Gale. We're not super close to having a turned on Champion of Cunning, but a 5/5 might just be good here. I guess we're taking 3 here this time. But then next turn we should be able to just kill this and get it for 4. But a Torch here will be pretty dreadful, and that'd probably just be the game over. In Cold Blood. So that's an interesting inclusion in the Stonescar Gunslinger's deck. It's still good enough to beat us. I'm just playing out the Avisaur here, but I'm pretty sure this game's hopeless at this point, as we don't have any lifesteal in play, and we've got pretty threatening Stonescar Sneak over here.
That's cute.
Yep, but you can't backlash that. So, give me a little GG's and move on to the next game. And let's get quick draw next turn, so we won't be able to gain enough life, so yep. Okay, it's not like this, because it's got, if we're against a beatdown deck, we've got a little bit of interaction with the Virus Favor, but other than that, we do have a Sabotage into Bloodsent and Champion of Cunning. Although this isn't totally turned on yet, it's pretty close to getting the Flying in Aegis. So I think we'll keep this. And we can use the Crest to sort of find whatever it's looking for. And hopefully this isn't a Clockroach's deck. So I think Shadow Sigil might actually be okay here. Because then we'll have we'll get a 3rd copy with the Virus Favor. And we're pretty happy to get power, especially as we are going to be sort of Howling Mine in here for a couple of turns with the Bloodsaint Avisaur. So Zen Initiation and Permafrost here. So they don't have anything in play for the Zen Initiation yet, and if they do play like a Dawnwalker, then we're able to probably be able to Virus Favor it before that's able to happen. So just get this Permafrost out of here. As the Bloodsaint Avisaur are a lot less exciting when they're not able to attack it. And Clockroach, okay, so yep, so that's what the Echo cards was. It wasn't like a Find the Way. But at least if they are just a straight Legion here, then they shouldn't have any way to bring back the Killer Clockroach yet. Let's just just going to keep getting in there for damage.
This night will be your last.
We're just going to play the most expensive thing for the next couple of turns, and then next turn, if we can find a target for the Virus Favor, that'll be pretty good. This Permafrost is pretty big here. But we are pretty close to having a turned on champion in here. But playing just the Bloodtend Aevisaur doesn't seem to be doing much either, so I guess we'll just play it down and then next turn be able to follow up with a Harbinger here. The opponent does get to Z Initiation here and trade, so that's going to be pretty gross for us. Though the Argon getting to put back a Clockroach here, we don't have much pressure in the air actually. Okay, so they're not using that yet. So I suppose as we are going to lose this anyway, I'll just get in there for 5. And then chuck down the Black Sky. Then next time we are able to deploy both an Aevisaur and an Impending Doom. And surely the threat of the shadow activation of the Champion of Cunning has got to be enough to get our opponent using that Z Initiation. So unfortunately they've not been able to go off with a crown here quite yet. Okay, so they're waiting for this, they're waiting to actually keep the unit that they gave Killer. Okay, well, I suppose we'll be Permafrost in the big one. Playing out an Impending Doom. Delta's got a blocker for something a little bit smaller, and we should be able to get in there next turn. And if our opponent interacts with this, okay, so we still have the extra 1 point from both the Aevisaur and the Virus Favor. Okay, so that was Feln Tempo. Pretty happy with the archetype still. It's certainly something sweet to be doing, and I'm sure it's only going to get better over time as we get to develop the power level of our units in the deck, and especially as we get more interaction. Still pretty happy with the backlash, especially as the 2 damage isn't negligible, as we are pretty much still a Nightfall deck here as well. It's a little bit less of a theme than it is in some of the other builds of this, but it's all adds up when you're trying to get there with Mirror's Nightshade. Anyway, the deck's a blast as usual. I think that was all, so thanks for watching. Catch you next week.